Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Garden Mess. It is a beautiful Sunday morning, about 7 a.m., and I thought I'd come out here and capture the garden for July. My Japanese akuba is looking good, as always. My hibiscus should be blooming some more, but as you can see, it has some dead blooms on it. It'll probably flush out again. Celosia right there that's self-seeded. The vinca I planted, the white ones, are filling in. My echinacea that I transplanted seems to be doing okay, although it might be getting too much water, but that's still to be seen. That's the new phlox, a luminary. In fact, I still have my bucket out here because I never did finish luminary ultraviolet. I never did finish planting my second one. Sedum, I believe that's autumn joy. A ground cover coreopsis. Speedwell or Veronica, whichever one you like. Oh, looks like I have agara growing. I don't know how I missed that. I'll have to dig that up and transplant it. My vinca's doing good there. And then we have a barberry right there. And that variety has been discontinued. My lantana. I try to mirror it on the other side. As you can see, the celosia is really taking off, has bulked up a lot. This side of the flower bed is doing a lot better. I see I've been under the weather the last few days, and in 2 days of not coming out here and looking at the garden, it has just jumped and taken off. Probably from the heat, but also the weeds have taken off. So I'll need to come out here and start pulling those weeds. But it's looking real good. We have salvias, angelonia, and that's a purple dandy. I always forget what that's called. Like a Joseph coat of some sort. Oh, look at those weeds. My goodness. Yikes. Those are growing in between stuff. I need to come out here and pull those. You can see the sun is just starting to break, hitting the container pots. These pots have really been struggling, and even though I have drip going to them, I'm going to go back to my second assessment, which is not so much water, but more so the roots are so crammed in there. I just don't think that they're getting what they need. So I think I'm going to take them apart, split them up, and put them in the ground somewhere. Do some new pots, maybe with some potato vine, maybe just one. Just have potato vines in there. But isn't that pretty with the big pop of purple, the angelonia plus the purple salvia? Oh boy, 2 days of not pulling weeds. Wow, they really do take over when you're not walking through your garden every day. Because I come out here most every morning and check on it. Those are newly planted angelonia within the last couple of weeks. And look at the bees are just so busy on that gara. Look at that. Oh, he is loaded up with, he's already got a lot of pollen on his back hind legs or whatever, wherever they store their pollen. The verbena keeps flopping over, but that's probably because of the direction my wind blows. Everything seems to blow this way. Ooh, Note to self, I see a weed right in the middle of that gara right there. I don't remember planting that. But I think that's a beard tongue. I did not plant that. That self-seeded itself there. I'll have to come back and clean up around it. I'll definitely have to clean up around it. The phlox that I transplanted is doing good. Butterfly bush is still doing good. Probably still working on getting rooted in. That phlox is doing nice. Cleome is starting to bulk up. I guess it's getting just the right amount of heat. So my one Cosmo did not come back, and it looks like I might have lost my other Cosmos. Where are they? I see the one dead one, but oh well. Well, I don't know what happened to them, but come back and get that crabgrass. Arr! I sprayed something over here, some Roundup on this little walk area, because whatever that grassy stuff is, I don't know if it's nutsedge or what it's called, but it's just been growing like crazy in there. And I just hadn't had time to come out and just work in that area. Oh, but look, I don't know if I've shown this video yet or not, but that's a purple porter weed right there. And it's already doubled in size since I planted it probably about a week and a half ago. When it starts getting larger, I'm going to have to move that fencing part stuff back in front of it so it can lean on it. But I am going to have to come out here and really work on cleaning this up, because weeds are starting to really take over, and I'm not going to like that. My hibiscus I transplanted is doing well. I've noticed some new growth on it. So there's new growth on it, which means that I can probably go down and cut it down closer to the base. There's some growth right there, and that way it won't be so tall, because I don't think it's supposed to be that tall. But with the new growth means that the roots are doing good, so when I cut it back it should be okay. Golly, these weeds. I was also out of town for 2 days too, and then I came back, and when I got back to town I wasn't feeling good. So it's actually longer than 2 days of not checking on the weeds. It's been probably 4 or 5 days. My vincas are starting to bloom here. They self-seeded. I didn't plant them in here. But I see I have weeds here too. And I've got some zinnias popping up in here outside of the flower bed. So I might have to extend the flower bed to protect them. I need to come and cut this echinacea. I don't know what happened to it. Something happened to it. I'm not sure. But I'm going to have to come and cut it. I don't know if maybe I accidentally got some Roundup on it from drift when I was spraying, because I sprayed some Roundup right here, and maybe it drifted onto it. I don't know. I kind of thought that was a fungus. But my spiderwort's starting to bloom again, and it had some similar looking fungus stuff, I think, on it. Oh, last night when I was laying in bed, I was thinking about my butterfly bush that I had transplanted, and I look and she's doing good. Okay, I was real worried about her. I was like, I haven't seen her for 5 days. Oh my gosh, she could be back there, she could be dead. But she's alive, thank goodness. I was worried about her. The Cape Bleedwort is loving life. Yay. I'm real happy about that. Yeah, like this echinacea is showing similar. What is going on with that? I'm gonna have to come out here and just cut those parts off. I don't know if those are the older parts and they're just fully dying back, or if there's a fungus in the soil that's taking them out. This doesn't get a lot of water. This is on drip. So, and it might get a little bit of overspray from the sprinkler system, but I don't know. I don't think so. Although these zinnias are looking a little flopped over. We'll see. These are looking much perkier. They're like, good morning. Yeah, I knew I should have pulled that grass out. I knew I should have pulled it out and relocated it when I had the chance, when it was tiny. I knew it was to be too big. Well, it's an annual in my area, so it'll only live for one season. But what's happening is my dahlias are getting knocked over, and that one back there is getting hidden behind the zinnia. She doesn't have any blooms on her either. Might be, ooh, I see. Really need to get out here and pull these weeds. All right, well, that dahlia right there is leaning over that way. It's my yellow one. I don't know why it's leaning like that. We had a big windstorm, so that might have been what happened. I have tomatilla, ground cherry tomatillas here that's self-seeded, but then I also have some gomphrena that is also self-seeded. So there's the gomphrena, and then this is the ground cherry. This is the ground cherry, and those are the little tomatoes. And like I said, it's a pineapple variety, so they taste like pineapple. They're pretty yummy. I like them. I still need to cut that yarrow back. But isn't that pretty? Just the bank of color. I love it. Except for that echinacea. My husband's like, you really need to take care of that. I was like, okay, when I'm feeling better. And yesterday, while I wasn't feeling good, my husband came out here and we started working on cleaning up this little area where I had all my mulch. Oh wow, look at that. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen it yet, y'all. Wow, he did such a good job. Oh wow. Wow, he got all the mulch piled up into a new pile. Awesome. Got all my bagged mulch. Good job. Wow. I need to get sick more often, y'all. Awesome. Okay. I like. Still no zucchini or squash on that. Definitely get this viburnum, needs to come out of there. All my zucchinis, none of them are really producing. Oh, wait. Wait. What's that? That's a zucchini. Oh, and there's one right there. Okay, well. All right. Well, let's hope that these keep going. I thought maybe they had gotten a bug. Cause see how the stem is all nasty looking? I thought they got one of those little squash bugs, but I guess not. What is that? Whoa. Ouch. I always forget these have little thorns, but whoa. Does he know this is on here? Gotta go tell him. This is a different variety than those. These have not, I have not gotten one good cucumber off of this. I've pulled them when they're tiny. I pulled them in every size, shape, and color. And I have yet to get one that didn't taste bitter. And I don't know what the deal is. And if anyone out there knows, please, please, please tell me. And I was trying to see if I put the tag. I mean, I normally put tags when I plant stuff right by the plant because I constantly like to look down and see what it is. That might be the tag right there. It's on the other side. They'll have to go back there. All right, my tangerines are still holding on. They had been dropping off. That's either that cantaloupe or honeydew that I found growing from seed in that paper towel that I showed in a video. I think it posted yesterday. And that's where I had planted. It's doing good. It's grown. It's got flowers set on it. I'm excited about that. I have to tell Scott to come out here. Ooh, I've got another eggplant growing. Exciting. Got my watermelon starting to trail over. Yay. And you know, this whole area here, now that we have this picket up, we're going to organize this whole area, but this is going to be the length because it's so long. This is where I'm going to put pumpkins and watermelon and anything that vines like that, that way, you know, people can't see it if it's like too messy or whatever. And then I have some cantaloupe growing. Yay, I have one there and I had another one. Where's it at? Where's my other cantaloupe? I know I have two. Oh, it's hanging on the other side. Another watermelon, although I was kind of want it to go this way. You need to go out this way. There you go. There you go. Go that way. Come out this way. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. This might be hard to get up because the thing about mulch, even though it does make a great weed barrier, you can still get weeds in it from above, like weed seeds fall, and then as it breaks down, the soil breaks down, the weeds have something to grab hold of. So it's not 100%. Ooh. I don't want the cantaloupe growing on the ground. Come on, little twirly things. There you go. Go up there. I have one blood orange. Oh no, I got three. 1, 2, 3. But you can see there's white flies on it. I'll have to come out here and spray this. I hate them. I hate those little guys. All right, so that's how pretty the garden's looking. It's not as full as it would be because we started way late in the season, like June. So the you know, I didn't plant it up till June. So next year or in the fall, it'll look completely different. And it does slope, if you haven't noticed. It's not level, but it'll get level over time, I believe, as we tweak everything. Let's go in the back. By the way, when my husband worked on this, I don't know if he'll show a before and after picture, but I mean, it looked terrible because I had all that mulch and this was my collection area for all my stuff. But he did it because he was going to finish working on the fence. And then he just got sidetracked doing that. I think it took him 6 hours. Anyway, love my husband. We got a pink rose. That's what happens when you buy stuff when it's not the right season and you can't get it in the ground yet. They just sit. All that is bare. All that in front of those salvias are bare. Wonder what's going on there. Surely they're not getting weed whacked. Nothing really spectacular about this area. I mean, my my yellow sunny knockout roses are still putting out blooms, and the phlox looks great. The abelia pops. That abelia's Rock Creek abelia, or Rose Creek. It's all right. It kind of gets lost back there with all the other colors. Ooh, I need to train some more of my climbing rose. Oh, my Mexican heather's starting to bloom. Oh, well, that's probably from the windstorm. This falling over. This is from the windstorm. I'll have to come back later and tackle that. As well as pull, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's from over there. Oh, that's goldenrod. But I definitely come in and pull some other weeds that I see. I'm surprised my strawberries are still alive because I haven't been out here in several days. Joseph's coat's doing good. I don't know why. This is a, oh gosh. If I hadn't started trying to tell you what it was, it'd be in my mind still. Well, I'll come back to that when I remember it, but I don't know what's causing it to flop over. It's kind of weird. It's weird how it's flopping. It gets plenty of sunlight, so I don't think that's the issue. I would almost think maybe something walked through and pushed it down. I had a fig come to ripeness, and then I went to go take it off, and a bird had pecked it on the other side. So I'm watching now because there's several others that are looking like they're about to turn purple. So I'm watching them because I want to be the one that gets them, not the birds. I need to figure out a way to get more water back here. I have a sprinkler back right here in this little area, but however it sends out its spray, I think because it's in the back, I think I'm going to put a riser on it that stays up all the time so it sprays over everything and can reach everything. I water early enough in the morning that I'm not worried about water staying on the leaves and fungus. We have enough wind back here that I think it'll be okay. See if my beauty berry, it's got flowers on it. Hopefully it actually makes the berries. Oh, we got a little bird visiting us. Now the sun is getting so hot that it is starting to burn my hydrangea blooms. How frustrating is that? That is so frustrating. I definitely need to get these. I need to get something that can shade these, like shade cloth. I need to get maybe build a pergola right here that goes over them. Something. I need to do something. Either that or I need to relocate them. But they love it here, other than they're starting to get their little scorched flower heads, which is a bummer. But I've increased the water to this area, so hopefully that might help them. I don't know if it will. Oh, I wanted to show you this. This Terenia, also wishbone flower, you could call it. This is one plant. And look, it's growing up and over my azalea. So it's making my azalea look like it's blooming. So this is my azalea, and then this is the Terenia. But I like this plant. I like this plant a lot. In fact, I have it planted over there as well, a purple variety, and it's doing real well. I like it. Second year I have it, I've had it over here. It's a great little ground cover. It does need water. And y'all, good news. Excuse me. All right. Look, there is green growth. There is green growth for my clematis. So, I'm glad I didn't cut it. I was gonna yank it and cut it. I didn't because there's a hornet's nest in there, some sort of nest in there. And my husband's supposed to help me get it out. But because that hasn't been done yet and we've waited, there is new growth on that clematis. So I believe that what I did was, I don't think I cut it back like I was supposed to. And so I think naturally it just killed off its old growth and was growing new growth. So I'm just glad I didn't do anything with it, because this is a beautiful clematis. I love it. And then my crepe myrtle's blooming. It's a lilac color. Now this I do need to relocate before it gets too big. I do, because I have a red bud here, and this red bud is doing really good. It's gonna fill out a lot, and it will probably shade out this crepe myrtle because this will get like 25, 30 feet tall, and this is only supposed to get 10 to 12. So I think I'm going to pull this up and put it in the front yard. Don't look at my mess, y'all. That's the next area I have to clean up. I have a shed that I could work in, but for some reason I still work over here. This becomes my workstation, and really it's my patio. I really should have it cleaned up as my patio. Twice now I've had video that I didn't post because I showed too much of it, and I was like, oh, that's terrible, you know, because in the middle of my working I just toss stuff on the ground. So it's not clean all the time in the videos. But I clean it every so often and get it all organized again, and then I mess it up again. Anyway, oh, isn't this sedum just so cute? And mosquitoes are out here like crazy. Ugh. My sweet olive has some blooms on it. Oh, they smell so good. This is planted here on purpose. I know it's going to get bigger, but I'm going to be training it and trimming it so it stays more columnar and not get wide until it gets up over the fence line. But it smells so good. I wanted to have it by the patio, and there just really wasn't another place that you could put it. I mean, I could have put it on the opposite side of my yard over there, but the way the wind blows, it blows this way. So I wanted to make sure that we got downwind of the sweet olive. I still don't know what that is back there. I didn't plant it. I'm waiting for it to spring a flower up so I know what it is. It might be a wild lettuce, I don't know. Could be just a weed. I definitely need to relocate my Russian sage. And I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to create like a raised bed of stones and create a soil that is more conducive to the Mediterranean, you know, more sand and grit included in it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I need to come back out and water that because my sprinklers did not reach it. So it needs water. This is that beach one. I forget now what it's called. Anyway, just a short little tour of my garden back here. And y'all, I think I've said this before, but this is one of my favorite plants. And this is called bidens. And bidens come in many different colors. Actually, I'm sorry, not bidens. That is one of my favorite plants, bidens. This is actually a thread leaf ground cover coreopsis in a lilac pink color. It's my second favorite. I have a yellow one in the front yard I showed you at the beginning of this video, and this is the purple one. I couldn't find any Bidens this year. I could find yellow Bidens, which is back there, but I could not find any of my white Bidens or my purple pink Bidens. So this year I'm going to order seeds and grow them myself, because for some reason they just didn't have them in the stores this year. Maybe other people are finding out how awesome they are as a plant. They really are a great plant. So if you can get your hands on Bidens, and let me show you a Biden real quick so you know what I'm talking about. All right, these are Bidens. Now this is not a variety that I typically plant, but like I said, all I could find were the yellow ones. But typically Bidens are nice and fluffy and full and make a round little, you know, a round growth. They're smaller than a coreopsis usually, but they're profuse little bloomers, so you normally don't even see the leaves. You normally just see the flower. I bet my husband loves the fact he gets to park right there now, because he still has his work stuff set up in our garage. And my Chinese pistache tree, I think it's grown. Ooh, can't see it really well, but it's definitely over the fence line now. Now it is right up at the fence, so as it gets taller, all the growth under the fence line will be chopped off, except for a few stems going out sideways, but for the most part, I'm gonna limb it up so that it's over the fence line. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video tour. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down in the comment section below, and I will answer them as quickly as possible. Also, I really appreciate you watching, and if you would, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see how this garden changes over the seasons. And wish me luck. I have my local master gardener organization coming by to take a look at the garden to see whether or not they want to put it on next year's tour. So I've got a lot of work to do before they get here. I've got to clean up a lot of stuff, so wish me luck. Until next time, y'all, have a good one. Bye-bye.